Well, hello everyone. This is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey reporting to you from my TBC Live broadcast number 250. That's 250. Thank you so much for all of you that's here with me today. I know that I have my beautiful loved one that's always here, that's watching me now, as well as my little Kayla that always there support me. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much for supporting me so much. I love you all. And if there's any family members that's out there that's watching me, I'd like to say thank you so much for supporting me. Now, now I want to thank anyone from my Bangladesh community that supported me. Mr. Sharif, if you're here, thank you for supporting me. Anyone that like to come on with me to share what I'm going to talk about today, because I'm going to talk about something that I think that may help a lot of people out there that may not know how to do what I'm about to do today. Show you. I'm going to give a basic demonstration the best I can without making an actual transaction. Okay? Now, some people, because we're now doing grains of gold, some people don't understand that with USD as, as in crinkles and all those type of things. But I'm learning myself as much as I can about a grains of gold, okay, on how to compute that as opposed to USD. All right. What I'm going to do now is share my screen. And essentially what I'm going to do, because before I get started though, before I share that screen, let me add that we're in our redemption period right now. Okay, and admin stated in the blog that we're going to have some a great incentive coming out, particularly for new members that may not have enough cookies to redeem. Okay, so essentially what we're going to do, I'm going to give a demonstration of basically how you're supposed to do a transaction verification in your KCBO, which stands for Crinkle Cash Back Office. I want you to watch closely. I'm going to go step by step as slow as I can so you can help you understand. If you got any questions, please put it in the chat area. What I did, I put my link, share my link if someone want to come on, as well as I put the coin graph website where it can show you how to compute grains of gold as opposed to USD. And by the way, there are several other calculators on that website. It's an excellent website, and that's found in the cookie reward section down where it explains different definitions under gift. That link is there in that gift, but I put it actually in the chat area. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, y'all copy that and just save it somewhere for you, because you may need that in the future. I'm talking about that, the coin graph website. All right. So let's do a screenshot. So let's begin. All right, now let me go back to the dashboard here. I had already logged in my Crinkle Cash Back Office. This is my Crinkle Cash Back Office. All right, now I have my TCB. I have that open as well. See, when you're doing a transaction verification, it's important to have two screens open at least. Your KCBO, which is Crinkle Cash Back Office, and your TBC wallet at tbc009.net. It's necessary to do these two things to have this open, okay? All right. Okay, you start at dashboard and you scroll all the way down in Crinkle Cash Back Office where you see transaction verification right here. Okay? All right. You click here, and this is what a person that's purchasing TBC from a sponsor needs to do. Not the sponsor, not the seller, but the buyer. This is what they're supposed to do. Okay? And you need to train your people to do this, what I'm about to show you. Okay? All right. All right, you click on transaction verification, the drop down menu. Click on confirmation request receivers. Confirmation request receivers. Click on there. Now, you may not see all these transactions that was done from my sponsor back about a little over a year ago in 2017, over a year ago. This will be probably blank for most people, new people, okay? But you'll see a little green tab here that says add request. Click on add request. You'll see a confirmation request, transaction verification request. This is all populated on this section here. Okay? The first thing you do is, I'm gonna put my name, for example. All right? And notice, it was a time when we had the TBC004.net here, but no, that site is no longer available. So now we only have, because we're in a whole nother server now, TBC00.net. Now, let's say that I'll go over to my TBC wallet, and let's go to the send. No. Let's go back. Let me go back. Go back. Let's say here, these are transactions that I did. Let's say this one here. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's say here that we have let's see here. Let's change this to USD. And let's say right here, we have this transaction right here. Okay. We can put this right here. Just copy and paste this right here. All right. Then go right back over to your CleanCash back office and put it here like this. All right. You don't put your address in. That was a error for my computer. Okay. Now, let's say you wanted the TBC address. All right. Your address. Now, let's go to my wallet. This is my TBC address. Let's put it here. Copy and paste that. Go back over to the CleanCash back office. Paste it there. All right. The date purchase. Let's go back to the TBC00.net and let's see that the date that it was purchased. And you copy and paste that. Go back to your CleanCash back office and see it has to be put in this correct way. The year, month, and day. So let's put it in here like I just saw it. You know, they get a drop down menu how to put it in here, but I just copy and paste is easier. Now, you'll notice go back, it says the time of purchase. And you notice how it's printed here. Example, go back to your TBC009.net and you see right here, this time right here. Copy and paste that and go back to your CleanCash back office and put it right, paste it right there. Boom. See? Now you notice it says amount in coins, like Kringles. So go back to your CleanCash back office. This is all you got to do. All right? Go back up here and switch it to Kringles right here. And go back, and there it is. 13 Kringles. I'm just, you can remember that, but I just copy and paste this for demonstration. Put 13. All right? Then it says, how did you pay the sponsor or the sponsor or the seller? Let's say you made it in cash. Okay? Now, I'm not going to put my email address. I'm going to put the trusted seller's email address in there. Okay? So, but I'm not going to put an address at all, an email address at all. I'm just use the person that you paid the cash to, their email address. And what you do, this is where a lot of people make their mistake right here. They want to submit it before they save it. No, you save it first, then submit. Repeat, save first, then submit it. Okay? Once it's done, you'll see a little stating that it was confirmed. Okay? Now, let me go over to, let's go back to dashboard. Now, let's look at the seller or the sponsor. Let's look at the seller or the sponsors. Their job, what they're supposed to do once that buyer or receiver has done their part on their end. See, it's confirmed transaction sellers. So click this, and you would put all the information in here. I mean, you would see their information in here. Okay, it would already be populated. Once that, you'll see the receiver information. All you got to go over. You'll see an option. These are all been approved that I did transactions last year and it's part of this year. But it would just be under the status and say either approve or reject. Okay? You just approve it. Once it's approved, then essentially what happens, okay? Once it's approved, then what's happening? You go into your cookie rewards. I'm going to go to cookie rewards. And that takes just a little bit of time to come up on your screen because they're doing calculations, okay? I hope everyone is understanding this because I know people hear a lot of broadcasters know this, but this is what you should be teaching your people on your teams, and they teach their people and their people and their people. See, I found myself last year, I was doing both. I was doing all the work for the receiver, and I was the seller because they just didn't know how to do a verification transaction, and I wanted to make sure they got their TBC or their crinkles in their wallet, the right amount they purchased. But I just want to make sure it was done correctly. All right, now, and you'll see your crinkles here. When you click on this right here, you will see the information populated right in here. Okay, and it'll be computed under the corresponding purchases or whatever. Okay. Now you can't redeem any cookies that you may have until you come in redemption month, which we're presently in. Now you know our TBC admin has extended the redemption period to January 31st, 2019. So that'll be 3 months we'll have a redemption period. That's the longest time I think they've ever done it. Okay? All right? But there's going to be an incentive in place for new members. And that means that at least, and I read the blog post the other day regarding this. But basically, they're going to have, and some more information is going to come out, they said before the beginning of the month. So it could come out any day now on the blog. And it's going to spell it all out. It's going to like a tier system or whatever. But it's going to basically, right now we know that if you buy at least 4 grains of gold, and let's look at what 4 grains of gold it is. Okay, I'm already on the website. Let's put a 4 there. It's basically $10. Okay? You make, in order to get it continued for a new person, in order for it to get your time period extended to the 31st, all you got to do is make one purchase of at least $10, which is 4 grains of gold to it with the sponsor. That is it. That is it. Okay? Because the admin realized that we missed out on a lot of people out there that could not afford 40 grains, which is what? 40 grains is $100, 101 now. What? Basically $100. A lot of people did not have 40 grains of gold to purchase Kringles or TBC. They just didn't have it. So they said they're giving a chance because they realized that the average person over in the world makes $10 and $10 per day. And these are usually in third world countries and in countries that are poor. $10 a day. Now, quite naturally, that's not the case here in our United States where I live. Okay? We pay $10, my God, for a meal in our country. And some meals cost a lot more than $10, a lot more, depending on which meal it is. But what I'm just stating here to you is, I put this particular link, this coinapps.com for gold, grain, and calculator in the chat area for people to copy and paste it somewhere and save it. Okay? I did that on purpose for the people in the chat area if they didn't know exactly where it was in your Creamcast back office. Pass this out to all the people you know, because this is an easy way to compute what grains of gold is as compared to USD, US dollar. If I put 1 grain, it's $2, $2.50. But basically, if you make a 4 grain of gold purchase, you can get your redemption period extended to January 31st. Now, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I personally, I don't need any more. I don't need to make that purchase. Not for me, because I have a pretty large supply of crinkles. Okay, and my God, I got six TBC coins of 6 Kringles coins that I'm over a little over that because I'm getting a million Kringles. I mean, a million cookies for every live broadcast I do, and I got that also for going to the send button meeting today, and I'll be at every send button meeting tomorrow. Okay, so we have the French, we have the Bengali, we have the Cambodian, and it seems like I'm missing one. I know we got the French, Cambodian, Bengali, and also is one more. I just can't. I'm just focusing on something else right now. But anyway, I'm just pointing out that we need to basically make sure that we are using the right language in our broadcast. Okay. Now I went through that a little fast in terms. I hope you understood how to do a transaction verification in your Crinkle Cash back office. But you got to have your TBC wallet open. Okay? All right. Now. That's basically. Now, I'm going to show something to you. You see this 1,000 right here? That should be a million. But don't worry about that. That's going to be changed in the next 2 or 3 days. It always do that when I redeem, get my get the keyword on the. There always be 1,000. They just make it the efficient rank. The computer systems are catching up on everybody because the computer systems have to know whether you are broadcasting or not, because the broadcasters only get 1,000 cookies. Not a broadcast. I'm sorry. The basic members get 1,000 cookies for going to send button meetings. But if you just do 1 broadcast per week, you can become a broadcaster and you will get $1 million per broadcast and $1 million for going to a send button meeting as well. They compensate broadcasters more than they do basic members. And quite naturally, because we're doing most of the work. Okay? All right? Anyone got any questions about anything at all? Okay? At all. I hope all of y'all understood what I just did. Let me see here. Let me just come out of this screen share. If there's anyone would like to come on with me just to discuss anything about TBC or what I did today, feel free to come and do that now. Okay. You know, we had a fine send button meeting today, and I hosted the broadcasters meeting that went extremely well. And Randy really enjoyed it, and I know everyone did too. We had some concerns to discuss. We talked about how we need to be sharper broadcasters and making sure that we all speaking the same language, doing the same, performing the same, some of the same things in our broadcast. We need to be unified, and not someone out here talking in left field about something else, and then not talking about cash flow, not talking about rapid rewards, not talking about our 23-step fast start system. We should be really focusing on something like making sure we're doing these transaction verifications correctly. Okay? Do them correctly. You got to know what you're doing, because that's the only way you're going to get credit in your cash back office. If you do a transaction, you give someone some cash and they send you some crinkles and no transaction verification has never been done, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? You got to get the proper credit for it. You don't get the cookies. That's going to turn into crinkles only on redemption period. And redemption periods are only generally 2 starts in 2 different months. Admin decided to do it based on a vote. They had end of this month around the third week of December, and January 31st, and most people want it at the end of January. But for me, technically, I can push most people on my team. We can push the button because all of our team got pretty much millions of crinkles in our wallets right now. See, I made sure everybody on my team did things, and we don't mess around with transaction verification at this juncture. See, when I bring somebody on with a 23-step system, what I do, I get them, and when I let them know exactly what they need to purchase, and I walk them through it. So, as soon as they make the purchase, that same moment, we do a transaction verification. As soon as it's confirmed in each other's wallets, we do a transaction verification. So we never got to look at this during redemption period. People on my team don't generally have to do, the only way I have to do a transaction verification if our new person come into a TBC during redemption month. And we do it right away. And I tell them how to get more cookies. I tell them about the send button meetings. I walk them through the 23-step system. I tell them about the send button meetings, how it's important. I tell them to study the blog, not just read it. Because that's number 23. Study the blog daily. That's what it says. Don't miss not one. I tell everybody to come on with me. Don't miss not one single blog post, content or videos. Don't miss not one. Now, quite naturally, I have to be on the blog about 2 to 3 times a week. So I don't need to watch my own video when I did it. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people watches my videos, and they seem to enjoy them. But my purpose of this video today is show you how to properly do a transaction verification when you make a transaction with someone in the community. You being the sponsor, and the person is being the buyer, okay, who also going to be receiving the crinkles from you that they purchased. Okay, let's practice using that term grains, okay, as much as you can, and understand what it means, grains of gold, as it's compared to the US dollar. Okay? All right. It looks like I don't have any questions to see. It's just everybody just speaking to me. And thank you, everybody, for coming to this live broadcast. Okay? I'm so happy that people support me the way y'all do. You know, thank you so much, all the broadcasters that came to my broadcasters meeting today. We need a lot more there, though. We got a lot more than say 24, 25 broadcasters that came, which was good. We had a good, you know, first I was wondering where all of them was. They just started showing up. But we got a lot of broadcasters. And I realized one thing, that some people are maybe asleep. Okay? Now, what I will try to do today at some point, I did record the broadcasters meeting. I tried to put in the broadcasters chat area for people who may have missed it. Okay? All right? Are there any questions again? Anybody want to, since no one started to join me today, that's okay. It's okay because y'all may not be near your computers and I understand that. It's not a problem. No questions, it seems. Okay. All right. Well, I want to say goodbye to my little precious Kayla, who always supports me. This not one is on my timeline. If no one ever seen her, she's just as cute as she can be, and she's on my timeline. It's a two-year, almost a 3-year-old. It's about a couple of pictures there of her on my timeline, and she is so precious. You know, she's with our little one, Caitlin, who we call Butterball. They just having a ball together playing. And you see a picture with my wife and everybody there. And crack. My wife is watching me right now. My loved one, she's my loved one I always talk about. She's always supported me. I just love her and this family so much. They're so supportive, so loving, so caring. Just a great group of people that I love completely. And I will always love them. You know, we got some great people on this earth, some caring people. But we also got some people out there that want to hurt us. But what I love about the Billion Coin is all about love, prosperity, and abundance. And let's keep it that way. And let's stay unified and grow our TBC coin to 1 billion verified members. And then watch what our coin is going to do for goods and services around our world. So you all have a wonderful day today. Wonderful day. And I will be back tomorrow. Again, this is my 250th live broadcast. I'm 50 broadcasts away from 300 broadcasts. And I know I'll make it. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay? And I have all you all there out there to support me always. Thank you so much for the people I have that's always come daily, or at least one weekly, to my broadcast. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great and awesome day and blessed day. Bye-bye. Peace.